friends, myself Ravi Mishra. Today we introduce the new topic reproduction. Reproduction topic is very important topic for board exam class and various competition exam. In the middle of this video, we explain various important questions. So please see the video till the end. First of all, if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel and click on bell icon for new updates. We know that all the living organisms grow old with time and ultimately die. In fact, every living organism remains alive on the earth for a limited period of time and then dies. So, new organisms have to be produced in place of those who die. The production of new organism from the existing organism of the same species is known as reproduction. Reproduction is essential for the survival of a species on the earth. So living organisms produce more organisms of their kind to maintain the life of their species on this earth. The process of reproduction ensures continuity of life on earth. Example, human beings reproduce by giving birth to babies such as son and daughter. Their babies grow and ultimately become adult. So when the old parents die, their son and daughter keep living on this earth. These son and daughter also reproduce by giving birth to more babies, and this process goes on and on. The second point, the reproduction gives rise to more organisms with the same basic characteristics as their parents. For example, human beings always produce human babies, cat always produce kitten, and sunflower seeds always produce sunflower plants. Now, we discuss the types of reproduction. There are many different ways by which new organisms are produced from their parents. The different way of reproduction can be divided into two main categories, such as first category name asexual reproduction and second category name is sexual reproduction. There are two main methods of reproduction in living organisms, asexual and sexual. Before discussing the asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction, we discuss about the meaning of reproductive cells. Reproductive cells are those cells which take parts in reproduction. The other name of reproductive cell is sex cells, gametes and germ cells. Now we explain the asexual reproduction. The production of new organism from a single parent without the involvement of the sex cell such as gametes is called asexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, a part of the parent organism separate off and grow into a new organism, that is called asexual reproduction. The example of asexual reproduction is bindifussion takes place in amoeba, budding in hydra, spore formation in rhizopus, fungus in regeneration in planaria, fragmentation in spirogyra, and vegetative propagation in flowering plants like rose plants. Now we discuss about sexual reproduction. The production of new organism from two parents by making use of their sex cells such as gamete is called sexual reproduction. The sex cell of one parent fuse with the sex cell of other parents to form a new cell called zygote. This zygote then grew and developed to form a new organism. Thus, in sexual reproduction, two parents are needed to produce a new organism. The two parents which are involved in sexual reproduction are called male and female. The example of sexual reproduction is human, fish, frog, hen, cat, dog, cow, horse, deer, rabbit, lion, tiger. all reproduce by the method of sexual reproduction. Most of the flowering plant also reproduce by the sexual reproduction. The basic difference between asexual and sexual reproduction is that only one parent is needed in asexual reproduction, whereas two parents are needed in sexual reproduction. Another difference is that no sex cells such as gamete are involved in asexual reproduction, but sex cells such as gamete take part in sexual reproduction. Now, there are different methods by which asexual reproduction completed. Now, the first method is asexual reproduction is fission, second budding, third spore formation, fourth regeneration, fifth fragmentation, and sixth vegetative propagation. In fission process, a unicellular organism is split into two parts or more parts. If divided into two parts, that represent binary fission, and if divided into more than two parts, that shows multiple fission. The example of binary, amoeba, paramecium, leishmania. The example of multiple fission is plasmodium. Now next, budding. In this process, new organism generated by the bud, example hydra, yeast. In spore formation, the new organism generated by the help of spore, example rhizopus, mucor. In regeneration method, the new organism generated by the parts of the parental body, example planaria, hydra. In fragmentation process, the new organism generated by the fragments that generate from the parental body, example Spirogyra, sea anemone. Now in vegetative propagation, the organism generated by the vegetative part of the plants such as stem, leaf, roots, etc. Example of vegetative propagation, bryophyllum, potato, and guava. Now the way of the asexual reproduction is completed. So in next video we explain about the asexual reproduction and its types. Thanks a lot.